All right, Shalom. This is Canucks on by Yashala from the Lions in the Yashala camp. First and foremost, I'd like to say Kyle Halayim La Yahweh, Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai, Ba'Shem Harakak Kwadash Mamath. Double honors to the elder apostles, the great millstone, the salutation to the Akim that are pushing the truth and sincerity and truth, and peace and blessings to the men, women, and children that believe in the name of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai. This is Revelation chapter 9, verse 12. It says, "One woe is past, and behold, there come two woes more hereafter." All right. So that first woe that passed was talking about World War One, started I think 1914. All right. This was the beginning stages of uh advanced military weaponry being advanced throughout the world. Because before all these times, uh you had um you had swords and horses and knives and shields and stuff like that. But um, when America was being established, um, with the War of 1812, and that's when got in during the Renaissance period. You got into cannons and guns and things like that. But when so with World War One, you had tanks and things like that being introduced. That's when we started to be seeing the true beginning stages of the development of weaponry for warfare, as we see today, call it modern warfare. So now let me get Revelations chapter 11, verse 14. It says, "The second woe is past, and behold, the third woe cometh quickly." All right, so that second woe is talking about is World War II, and in that war, that's when America introduced the atom bomb, where they split the atom. Right. So now that goes into Isaiah. Let me get it real quick. Isaiah 54:16, it says, "Behold, I have created the smith that bloweth the coal in the fire, and that bringeth forth an instrument for his work. I have created the waster to destroy." All right, all right. So that smith is Esau when them building these atomic bombs. And America used that in World War II to bomb Nagasaki and Hiroshima. They've never been paid back for that. All right. So now you say the second woe is past. Behold, the third woe cometh quickly. Now we're in the most we're at the height. We're almost at noon time, 12 o'clock. We're at the height of the advancement of this devil's technology, and they're about to put it to the test. Now, from the point of them splitting the atom bomb and using it first, all right, for them using it first, now from that point, all these other nations have tried to, come up with the same thing, advance their military weaponry and their technology. So now we're at the climax where you have Russia with the Vanguard 1, 2, 3, and 4, I think, controlled by artificial intelligence. You know, um, you have China who would put together their ultimate missile. I forgot the name of that was. Then they built that island off of the South China Sea and put a military base on top of it. So the advancements of Esau's imagination for warfare are at the climax right now. And it's all according to the will of Yahweh by Shem Yahweh Shai. So when man is at his peak, as far as his devices, that's when Yahweh Shai is going to show up and crush him. All right, so you see all these wars and rumors of wars, and that's going to be a tell-all sign that Yahweh Shai is on his return. All right. This is Matthew 24:6. It says, "Ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that ye be not troubled. All right, because we know this is the coming of our Lord, Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. But these things must first happen, but the end is not yet, because the RFID chip still has to be put in place. And we're right there at the door of that being implemented. All right, there's another article I wanted to read that says the UN takes over the United States. I don't know exactly what it's talking about, but if they're putting UN troops here in America, that means they're setting up for martial law. All right, because they won't use American troops for martial law. They will use UN troops to put martial law here in America, a martial law on a mass scale. All right, so this could very well because America knows that with this article I'm about to read, it says U.S. strike in Iraq kills Qasem Soleimani, commander of the Iranian forces. All right, so this could put America in a state of emergency because they know that Iran is going to retaliate on a mass scale. All right, it says Soleimani was planning attacks on Americans across the region, leading to an airstrike in Baghdad. The Pentagon statement said Iran's supreme leader called for vengeance. All right, so basically, America wanted to do that anyway. They're trying to put it on, you know what I'm saying, like they had an excuse. But at the end of the day, they very well may have been putting attacks on Americans. But, you know, this is all the will of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. So we're leading up to World War III, and it's so close. All right, it says Iran's top security and intelligence commander was killed early Friday in a drone strike at Baghdad International Airport that was authorized by President Trump, American officials said. All right, so now with that drone strike killing the dude, that just shows you the advancement of the Smith that blew up the coals. All right, ain't nobody even have to do nothing. They pressed a button from a computer and killed this man. All right, it says the commander, Major General Soleimani, who led the powerful quad force of the Islamic Revolutionary Corps group, was killed along with several officials from Iraq militias backed by Tehran when an American MQ-9 Reaper drone fired missiles into a convoy that was leaving the airport. Wow. So that's just like if somebody that's an assassination on the top government and military official. That's like somebody coming over here and killing the Secretary of Defense. That's what act of violence that is. So you know Iran's going to retaliate. They have no choice but to retaliate. All right, on a mass scale. It's not going to be no like petty somebody with a bomb strapped to their chest running. This is going to be some real strategic thing that they're going to pull. All right. It says General Soleimani was the architect of nearly every significant operation by Iranian intelligence and military forces over the past 2 decades, and his death was a staggering blow for Iran at a time of sweeping geopolitical conflict. It says the strike was also a serious escalation of Mr. Trump's growing confrontations with Tehran, one that began with the death of an American contractor in Iraq in late December. All right, I'm gonna go into a couple more points. It says in Iran, the leadership convened an emergency security meeting, and the country's supreme leader Ayatollah Ali Khamenei issued a statement calling for 3 days of public mourning and then retaliations. So 3 days of public mourning would be over on Sunday. So let's see. We'll see. It says his departure to God does not end his path or his mission. The statement said, but a forceful revenge awaits the criminals who have his blood and the blood of their martyrs last night on their hands. All right, so they plan to return to they want blood for blood. All right. Okay, let me get Shlaki. So they say they want blood for blood. All right. It says this is Ezekiel chapter 35, verse 6. It says, therefore, as I live, saith the Yahweh Shem Yahushai, power, I will prepare thee unto blood, and blood shall pursue thee. Seeth thou hast not hated blood, even blood shall pursue thee. And I will make Mount Seir most desolate, and cut off from it that him that pisseth and him that returneth. All right, so then that's talking about for his perpetual hatred against the children of Israel, but Esau, including America, especially America, have shedded the blood of innocent people, not only the children of Israel, but these other nations also. So because Esau don't hate blood, he loves blood. So blood shall pursue him. All right. It says, United States officials were braced for potential Iranian retaliatory attacks, possibly including cyber attacks and terrorism on American interests and allies. It says Israel, too, was preparing for Iranian strikes. Some of the country's most popular tourist sites, including the ski resorts at Harman, were closed, and the armed forces went on alert, officials said. So now you got America just did this act of war, flexing their muscles. Now they're preparing themselves for the war. But I don't think Iran is going to retaliate just yet. They're going to wait a little bit, and for stuff that it's just I feel like a couple things need to happen. More things need to happen according to prophecy before this war kicks off. But it's getting real hot, like Nelly. You know what I'm saying? Getting hot in here. You know. So in the in the nakedness of America, and the Esau Babylon the Great is being exposed, man. And you got the dollar collapsing. You got the how the what is it the repo the way how they dumping all this money into these treasury bonds, buying up all these treasury bonds and giving them these banks, trying to flood a market with money, with dollars, right? To make it seem like it's to stimulate the economy to try to show growth, but there's no growth in it. But now they're going to try to bring growth with wars. All right, so they make money off wars. Okay, so they can fluctuate the money in the market according to a war. If there's no war going on, there's no, you know what I'm saying, they have to go by other means. So now they got this war kicking off. They got the collapse of the American dollar, right, which is going to be a very important part to play in this war. All right. And then you got the rise of cryptocurrency and gold and silver, but America doesn't have any gold and silver. So it's an all-out war against America with all these other nations, right? against America, because they shall turn and hate the whore, including Britain, where America came from. You know, England, Britain, same thing, where America came from. So all these, so the central banking system, the elite, the Rothschilds, all right, the central banks are destroying America from the financial standpoint, while these other nations are rising up against America from a physical standpoint. So America's fighting a war on two fronts. From an economic side, it's gonna be a total all-out war against America from an economic standpoint and from a physical hot war standpoint. All right. So, Lord willing, this lesson was edifying. I'm gonna make a copy to the link to this article and put it in the description box. You know, Lord willing, this was edified and served its purpose. And with that, I'd like to say, Kal Halayim La Yahweh, by Hashem Yahweh Shai, by Hashem Harakar Kodash Ma'amath. Double honor to the elder apostles, the great millstone, and salutation to the Akim that are pushing the truth and sincerity and truth, and peace and blessings to the men, women, and children that believe in the name of Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai. Shalom.